Okay, so here we are, and I am at home doing my analysis on Sunday afternoon. And so you might hear a little bit of background noise because this will be unedited video. I normally edit my videos, but this one will be live. And so I'm a little bit under pressure to be careful what I say. There'll be no editing here. And so I'm just going to, this is a Zoom class, Zoom session. And let's see if we get anybody to join while I'm doing the analysis for Sunday. And that's starting off the 24th of March, for the last week of March for our Forex trading, our commodity trading. And let me just go ahead and share my screen and we'll get right into it. And there you go. You can see my screen now. I hope if you're in the Zoom session, then let me know in the chat group if you can see my screen. And we're looking at the daily chart. And this is where I do my analysis. I do a top-down analysis, it's called, starting with a daily, going to the 4 hour. Sometimes then when I'm trading, I go even to the 1 hour or even the 15-minute charts. But to do the analysis for long-term trades, where we're looking to go with the trend and hold a trade for several days or longer, then we need to do a top-down analysis. Starting even the weekly is okay to look at, but the daily chart will give us the big picture of what's going on, of what the trend is. I trade with the trend. Okay, the trend is my friend. All right, I don't take counter trend trades because the counter trend trades are riskier, and you never know how long the reversal will last, and then the trend will start again. Sometimes it lasts like this one here. You see that was a big counter trend trade. Gold has been bullish. Well, this is the pound New Zealand. The pound New Zealand has been bullish for a long time, but then you get these reversal trades. And the reason I'm looking at the pound New Zealand is one of my favorite pairs. And what I'm looking for is for the pound New Zealand to start dropping to much lower prices, because where it's reached here, this high, this price hasn't been reached in 9 years. It was 2016. The last time it was at 2015, 2016, the last time it was at this price. So these are very, very high prices for the pound New Zealand. As you can see, it's been on a long uptrend since December last year. So I'm expecting or hoping or looking forward to, of course, we cannot predict the market, but I'm expecting that this will eventually turn around and come back to where it normally stays and has been for a long time, except for the last 3 months or so. But I'm not really looking to go long on this. The trend is my friend, but things don't go up forever. All right, eventually they will turn around and come back to what they were doing. So in the last month or so, I've been trying to catch some reversals here, but all it's been doing is bouncing off of this upward trend line. And I've even got a second trend line here where it's bounced off several times. It looked like last week it was going to start to fall down, but didn't. Okay, but then yesterday, Friday, that is, we had a doji candle on the day chart, and the doji candle can often indicate reversals or a change in direction. So we could be seeing this starting to fizzle out, possibly, or it might go back up and test this high again, this high price. So just wait and see. I'm going to wait and let the price tell me what it's going to do. I don't see a trade right now. I'm not going to buy at these high prices. All right, I'll wait till this starts to come back down. What I'll be looking for is for this to break the trend line. And then if that should break this trend line, then that could be an indication that we might be due for some lower prices. So no trade just yet, no trade set up, no pending order on the pound New Zealand. I'll wait till the price tells me what it's going to do. And then the next one on the list here is slowly look at, casually look at Bitcoin, I should say. I don't trade Bitcoin once in a great while, but not very often. I mostly just buy Bitcoin and hold for the future, a digital asset for the future. And as you can see, the last, since about the 20th of January, Inauguration Day, Bitcoin has been on a bearish trend. All right, after reaching all-time highs up here, we had 109,000. That was on Inauguration Day. And then the weekly chart, if you go back and look at the weekly chart, Bitcoin is bearish. All right, but the last couple of weeks it's been trading between 80,000 and 90,000. So what's it going to do? Well, we don't know. Some people say it's going down to 56,000. We just have to wait and see. But there hasn't really been much movement. This here is almost 2 weeks of trading right there, and it's just sideways. Really is sideways. Had a good move up back in the 1st of March, and then it fell right back down to where it was, where it started the very next day. And then now it's going sideways. So, but Bitcoin is bearish, and we're all waiting for the next bull run. So let's look at the major pairs. First, the Euro US. And as you can see, this is an upward trend for the last while. It's since the beginning of February. It's been moving up with a slight correction there, and then another big move up since the 3rd of March. And so that's continued up, and I am bullish on the major pairs. Bullish on the major pairs. Why? Well, let's go down here and look at the dollar index and see what that's doing on the daily chart. And the US dollar is collapsing. Okay, there's no question that this is a downward trend. The US dollar is declining, it's weakening, it's losing its strength. And we do get, if you go on the 1 hour chart, you say, whoa, the dollar's getting stronger now. Really? That's not what the big picture tells us, okay? The big picture tells us that there's a continuing decline in the US dollar. So this might come up a little bit more, but then continue down further. So with this weakness of the US dollar, that means I'm bullish. I'm bullish on the major pairs. So I'm looking to buy, okay? If I'm bullish on something, I'm looking to buy, look for an opportunity to buy. I don't want to take a short trade here on the Euro US, take a buy trade, a long trade. And it looks like that might come down to this support level here, which was resistance, and now it's support, and that's at 1.0784. A buy limit on the Euro US at 1.0784. I said a couple of weeks ago we might get up to $1.10. We got up to $1.09, and then it kind of fizzled out, making a correction back down to a little bit lower price. And now this should be a good price to get in, $1.07, 1.0784. The odd US, a lot of sideways movement, pretty much of a roller coaster with the odd US. But I do have a buy limit on that one. Let that one just retest this trend line. So it needs to come down just a little bit more. That will be our support level at 0.6253, a buy limit on the odd US. And then the New Zealand US, pretty much the same as the odd US, a buy limit on that one. Let that come back down to our support level, 0.5710. And then the pound US, making a big move, okay, since about the 23rd of January, big move up for the last several weeks. And so I'm bullish, of course, on the pound US, but that needs to make a bit of a correction back to our clear support level here, where it bounced off 1, 2, 3, 4 days in a row. That's 1.2871, buy limit on the pound US. The USD CAD, I'm not interested in trading this anymore. Really, look at this. This is what we call a candlestick sandwich. All right, candlestick sandwich. Okay, it did. This was back when they were talking about the U.S. tariffs on Canada, and or Canada's tariffs on the U.S. or whatever it was, made a huge move up and then down. But never mind that. Never mind that candle. Mostly what you get in here is just sideways movement, a bit below that and then back up, and then continuing along in the between the two slices of bread there, between resistance and support. But with all this sideways movement, I'm not interested until this tariff situation settles down. We get a little bit more normal action with the USD CAD. Is trading now at 143, which is a very high price for the US Canadian currency. If it starts to go one direction or the other, then I'll be more interested in looking a little bit closer and possibly taking a trade on that. But nothing now for the USD CAD. The UJ, okay, yeah, the UJ. usually it's quite safe to just sell the UJ. All right, with the declining strength of the US dollar, we've had this downward trend, this bearish run since the 10th of January. And then everybody gets excited and say, oh, that's finished. No, it just came up and tested this trend line. Okay, trend line is support and resistance. All right, there's three types of support and resistance. That's your horizontal lines, that's your moving averages, which you see here, and that's a trend line. Three types of support and resistance. So all this did was come back up and touch that resistance line and then continue down. So now it looks like it might come up and touch it again, and then what will it probably do? Continue down. Okay, this is a game of probabilities. All right, so I have a market execution order on the UJ, just sell. Now it could possibly, when the Asian Pacific market opens on Monday morning, retrace, correct just a little bit more and touch that trend line before continuing down. But if it should do that, then you'd only have a little bit of a drawdown, not too much, and then it will continue its downward move where it was last week, a week before last, to lower prices, and then probably below that. So you see we get lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, lower lows, and then next week another lower low. All right, so market execution on the UJ, just sell the USD JPY. And then finally, to finish up with the one that most people trade, and that is XAU USD. Oh, what a bullish run we've been seeing since October 23, bullish on gold. All right, yeah, it does make corrections. You know, we had 3 or 4 days here where it fell back down, but that's just normal. Okay, nothing unusual there. Now we have broken above 3,000. Did that last week. Just all of a sudden, bang, it just didn't even hesitate. Just shot above 3,000, and we went up to, I believe it was about 3,055. And we have a doji on the day chart, okay, which could indicate a change in direction, a reversal. We did get that after that doji. The very next day, we got a move back down to 3,000. I believe it was 29.99. And then it went back up before the US session closed. So that is our support level there at 2995, all right, where it has been before. It was resistance, now it's support. So that's where I have my buy limit on gold, 2995. All right, it's a zone. It might just come down to 3,000. It might come to 2999 or 2998. That's a zone where you need to be looking for a buy trade. Okay, if it goes below that, which is very unlikely with the bullish momentum that we've been seeing on gold, it's very unlikely that it would drop below 3,000. That's a very strong psychological number now, and it will likely stay above 3,000. But if it should come below that, then our next level of support is 2956, where it was strong resistance for 4 days in a row. All right, but now as support, if it should break below 3,000, the next level would be 2956. And then if it's really taking the elevator down, then it would go on down to even 2840, which is another very, very strong level of support, where it has been many times in the past. Okay, so a buy limit on gold at 29.95. And that's it for me. That's my analysis. That's how I do my top-down analysis from the daily chart. And those are the numbers that I release every week on my weekly analysis video. So I hope that that helps you with your trading. Again, remember, this is not financial advice. Okay, I'm not a CPA. I'm not recommending or suggesting you take the same trade. You can if you want to, but it's up to you to manage your own account, use good risk management, use the stop loss, and protect your capital. Okay, so thanks for being here, and I will see you again next time. Have a great week of trading wherever you are in the world, and don't forget, be kind to yourself, be kind to others.